Hi, good evening. This is Diane Vick, and this thing wants me to rotate it, so let's rotate it. There we go. So I did a presentation earlier this with family, Miami-Dade and Monroe County family-friendly hands. It was kind of a brief presentation because we kind of ran out of time. So I wanted to do a little synapse of what we were talking about. We were talking about food allergies, nutrition, and nutrigenomics on the young brain and how it is impacting children with developmental delays, be it autism, learning disabilities, uh, children with Prader-Willi, cerebral palsy, epilepsy. All these children's brain is being impacted by inflammation, which is growing in their brains because of the foods that we are eating, and especially the common foods that we eat are filled with grains, gluten, corn. Those are a lot of allergen foods, sugars, and artificial sweeteners, which is what the nutrition portion was. My colleague Maria is going to talk about that on a separate video, but the research shows that these foods actually increase inflammation, and I figured these things out on my own because I became so sick. So I constantly had stomach aches. Constantly had stomach pain and digestive issues. I had chronic pain, fatigue since I was little. I had memory issues and attention. I had learning disabilities, and it progressed into adulthood where I finally figured out about 5 years ago what foods were triggering these symptoms, and it was corn syrup, cornstarch, breads, gluten, sugar, and all of these things I've had to eliminate from my diet, and it did help with the brain issues like the brain fog a little bit, but the damage was already there. Oxidative stress occurs on a daily basis. It happens every day in our bodies, and these children are actually born with high levels of oxidative stress, and it impacts them in their brains. Depends on the person and what condition they have. It can affect people with family history of diabetes, cancer, all these things are targeted by inflammation in the body. So we talked about nutrigenomics, and we talked about the Vitality Stack, which is the supplement that I take. It has NRF2, which is called protandim. This helps detoxify the body. It creates enzymes in your body to help fight free radical damage. It's called glutathione. We make SOD and catalase. Those are key enzymes to fight this oxidative stress that's happening on a daily basis. It also combines protandim NRF1, which feeds your mitochondria. The mitochondria is what's cleaning our body and giving us energy. It helps you sleep better, and it helps your body regenerate new mitochondria and perform with better energy and brain. It's for your brain health. Then we have omegas, which are also for your brain. They support cardiovascular, your heart and your brain, your immune system, and your skin. And the last product in that Vitality Stack is the probiotic. And probiotic is very important because our second brain is our intestines. We need to have good bacteria to have a good immune system. And these were all things that I was lacking before. This probiotic is also very special because it has Wellmune, and it actually increases your immune system. I actually have been taking it for a year, and I have not gotten sick. And I'm the type of person that was always sick before, always taking antibiotics, literally every month. Sinus infections, laryngitis, urinary tract infections, you name it. The main product is the protandim, and the protandim has a lot of research out there. There's a lot of research about oxidative stress and its impact on the body and the brain. It helps reduce oxidative stress within a 30-day period. It brings it down to 40%. It reduces cellular stress. It helps regulate your survival genes. It produces 1 million enzymes to fight these free radicals per second, which is huge. It detoxifies your genes, and it helps protect each cell in your body. And it works at a genetic level, so it actually impacts your good genes to turn on and stop those bad genes from turning on. There's a lot of diseases that are linked to this inflammation, this chronic inflammation that's happening in the body. There's neurological disorders, there's cardiovascular disorders. I'll give you some examples that are listed here. They have cancer, atherosclerosis, heart failure, stroke, ALS, dementia, COPD, psoriasis, chronic pancreatitis, colon cancer, kidney cancer, liver disease, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, etc., etc. Then I did some research to look into conditions related to children, like autism, ADHD, cerebral palsy, and all of these conditions are also linked to oxidative stress. There's a lot of high levels of oxidative stress in the body and low levels of antioxidants. So their bodies are not able to fight this daily stress because they don't have the right antioxidants. So what does Protandim do? It actually helps your body create its own antioxidants. I mentioned in the presentation, I used to go get glutathione infusions. It costed me $10,000 in 6 months. It's not something that most people can sustain, and it still was not my body making its own. It wasn't making it every day. I had to go once or twice a week. It wasn't enough for my body to properly heal. So I felt better, but I didn't feel 100%. And now I have all the energy, my memory's better, my attention, and I don't have chronic body pains or digestive issues. It's a really huge thing. So oxidative stress is linked to more than 200 diseases. The research shows, for autism in particular, that the brain is filled with inflammation and cell damage caused by this oxidative stress. And this was from the Transitional Psychiatry Journal. Then there's a Psychiatry Research Journal. It shows oxidative metabolism was found to be impaired in children with ADHD. So again, their bodies are not able to process this oxidative stress that's happening, and they can't repair their cells. Then Free Radical Biology and Medicine had 2 articles, and one of them shows that Protandim produces 300% of cellular production of glutathione. That means 300% of glutathione is being formed in the body every day, which is a humongous amount. That's fabulous to fight free radicals. It plays a critical role in antioxidant production, liver detoxification, elimination, and tissue repair. This is talking about cellular repair. It happened to me. It took a few months for my body's pain to go away. It took 3 months for my pain to go away. I actually had nerve damage on the right side of my body. After the 4th month, my arm was no longer numb. My leg was no longer numb. This is repairing the cellular cause of nerve issues. So if you repair what's causing the issues, your body's able to heal itself. We can't say that this mitigates or cures or treats any disease, but it's reversing the signs of aging and healing your body and giving it the ability to fight against oxidative stress while it heals the things that are already damaged. Oxidative stress, here's another journal about epilepsy and cerebral palsy, is this slide. Oxidative stress and mitochondrial dysfunction both are seen as a consequence and a cause of epileptic seizures. So children have a seizure, they're creating more oxidative stress in their body, and the oxidative stress is causing more seizures. This is also from the Radiology, Biology, and Medicine Journal. And here's another one. The occurrence of epilepsy increases with age, and mitochondrial oxidative stress is the leading mechanism of aging and age-related degenerative diseases. Suggestive a further involvement of mitochondrial dysfunction is in seizure generation. So their mitochondria is impacted, which is why NRF2 is so important, and NRF1. The combination is what helps heal the mitochondria and the cells. And in the last one, which is a brain research bulletin, shows oxidative, antioxidative balances shifted to the oxidative side in children with cerebral palsy. Again, showing very high levels of oxidative stress. And that's the end for today. It was a quick synapse of what we talked about. We also talked about the nutrition and the importance of diet, and that is Maria's portion. But a little tidbit of that is to avoid corn products, avoid gluten, sugar products, and artificial sweeteners. They're damaging the body. They impact the brain severely, and they affect brain fog, memory, focus, attention, and they cause more damage and addiction in the body because people's bodies become addicted to this extra sugar, and we don't need sugar to survive. We need quality food. So something to think about. I hope we have a new presentation coming up soon. with Elsa, and we will see. Have a great day.